walk around there, Rosin fine ass.
You're playing touch butt with that dork in the park, the ponytail. And I'm the one who ain't got no training partner? I don't think so. You seem to have it all figured out when we're playing midget.
60 G's, But I'm not impressed by your performance.
I'll tell you what, bro. I was out there, I was fighting all the hitters, bro. We ain't fought no hitters.
It's normal. Come on, guys. It's normal.
So if I was you, I hope to God you're ready. Because if you don't, I can beat you. Look at that.
They do nothing.
Oh, y'all got carrot cakes and stuff up there? Shit. Oh, y'all got pecan pie in this motherfucker?
What's happening, Fight Week Show fans, Fight Week Show people? Them salute to everybody that's pulled up in here right now. Big up to all of you. And yeah, we're here with another show, prediction show for the Louisville card, Cannonier versus Imavov. People, big up yourself as you come in, whether you're watching on live, whether you're watching on playback. Please make sure you're hitting the like button, the subscribe button, and make sure you're subscribing to Cage Scribe and the Rambling Dad. People, we here with prediction show for this card, and before we get on to all of that, man, McDane, how you doing, brother?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. What's happening? Us the Beddies, my guys. Brother's been waiting for the last 3 hours to join this stream, man. He put it up on Twitter 3 hours ago, sitting, chilling and waiting. And let me guess, he was having a little fucking drinky poo that he likes to do every weekend. Not saying he's an alcoholic, but he functions most weeks.
Hey, listen, if it is, embrace it, bro. You know what I mean? Don't fight it. Embrace it, man. I mean, go to your AA meetings, but embrace that shit, brother. You get me? Yeah.
How was up on your phone?
Yeah, come through, Jordan. You was hoping what?
No, I'm just saying if you do go to the AA meetings, make sure to have us on your phone and drop a like and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
Priorities.
See that.
Yeah.
How you doing, man? How's your week been?
Not too bad, yeah. Another one of these weird cards where you're not quite sure how it's going to turn out. Could be a night of lackluster fights, could be a night of first round knockouts. I'm betting on the latter though, but quite a good run of MMA events here. Other than that, the Conor McGregor saga's sort of keeping me on the edge of my seat. I feel so sorry. I
told you, man. I told everyone of you.
He look good, though. He look good, though. He look sharp still. He does look sharp, man. He looks sharp. Hey, yo, if you're watching, I don't know where you got that shin injury you was talking about, bro. That's starting to look dusty, bro. No.
Yao pulls up a fucking comment we were all talking about, and he was like, "Yeah, well, apparently he's got an injured shin." I'm like, "Where did you see that?" He was like, "Oh, who was it? He said it. It was Dana or somebody." And then he had a look. I was like, "When was that from?" Because I ain't seen shit, and I've been looking into this. And he was like, "Let me go check." And he went, looked, came back. He was like, "Oh, I was 2016."
yeah, so he's had a little bit of time to try and get over that.
Right.
Yeah, I'm feeling bad for the people. Me and Cheryl were sort of trying to decide between UFC 300 or UFC 303. If we had booked tickets for UFC 303 right now, we would be shitting ourselves. Like, there isn't. It's looking like fucking Ian Gary v's MVP might be the headliner. They might try and pull in Volkanovski. So those poor people, man, that have paid so much money to go and book hotels and yeah, they might have to go and watch Ian Gary headline.
Yeah, but it does look like Conor's gonna make this fight because there's no talk of the fight really being fucking killed off. You know, I think the fight's still alive.
They in a week's notice they booked a press conference in his hometown, and then with I think it might have been less than 24 hours notice, they pulled the event completely. No word from anyone really, other than Conor saying, "Yeah, we came to a decision," and told us no more about it. So I don't know, man.
Yeah,
I think he's out getting fucked up. Is what I think.
I can almost say, if and when they're ready to put on that fucking press conference again, it'll fucking sell out. It sell out just like that.
I mean,
there was a few like journalists that had made
for 14 minutes or something, and the tickets were gone.
Yeah. I think a few journalists had sort of made the way over. I think Pete Sicaro was one of them, and he got there, landed, and then seen that it had been cancelled. And it's like, I don't know, man. If they're going to pull something like that, there has to be something going on. But my bets aren't strong of McGregor making it, and if he does, he'll get knocked out in the first round. Like, this guy has not slowed down partying whatsoever, I don't think, for this one.
Yeah,
Well, I think that clip of him partying the other week was all the bullshit too. I don't think he was genuinely drinking. I think he was.
You think he's trying to like pull a Ryan Garcia here?
Yeah, honestly, I swear to God, like,
we were really literally talking. It was pulling Ryan Garcia. We were talking about that the other day, for real.
Yeah, I think he could be right, but then
I mean, he's doing diss tracks like Ryan Garcia. He's doing all types of shit out there, man. Like fucking Connor's fucking.
Sometimes if it looks like shit and smells like shit, you don't have to taste it to know it's shit. Do you know what I mean? And if we're taking all the signals that are given to us straight up, McGregor is not going to be in a good condition come fight time. Like,
I mean, if something looked like shit and smelled like shit, I wouldn't be fucking tasting it, regardless of if it was shit or not. That'd be getting fucking patched, like. But one other.
Well, that's what I'm saying, man. Like,
obviously, that whilst we're on some pay-per-views, let's go from 303 to 304. Nick Osterberry there. Big shout out. What do you think about the prices for 304? Have you boys seen them?
Yeah, shambolic.
I jumped on the gen sale today.
I mean, people like Jordan don't give a fuck though. They just turn up anyways. Like Jordan don't care.
Nah.
It could be in Mars, man. And Jordan be like, yeah, but give me a couple tickets.
If I didn't have certain friends giving me certain ways to get these tickets, I would not be paying like public sale prices. There's no way I'm paying £600 per ticket and stuff.
I know, mate. Right, see, the tickets that I got, when I seen the prices of them today, I was like, holy shit. Like, they've practically doubled for what I fucking paid. You know what I mean? It's actually insane, the prices that they're putting out there to the public. And you see these ones at Ticketmaster and thing do as well, where they call it premium ticket or whatever. Fuck you. Like, mate, there's no premium about it apart from you're basically making your tickets like the fucking, like the stock market. Like, because they're selling fast or at high demand, they're putting the price up, and there's absolutely nothing else going on them at all other than we're going to charge you an arm and a leg just so we can make a quick extra buck. It's a joke, man.
Yeah. I mean, at like 304, it would have been nice to go to, but there was nothing about that card that made me want to stay up till 6 in the morning to try and watch the main event. I might not even watch it at home. Like, that is insane.
£30 hitting my bank account by 7 a.m.
that's mad long, man. That's mad long. People, salute to everybody in house right now. Aussie Fight fan, big up yourself. He just come up with a conspiracy theory here. I know McDane loves a conspiracy theory.
Let's go.
You want to get stuck into this one here? He's saying Conor might be swerving it just to get clean on his drug testing. What are you saying?
Well, what do you mean by that? Conor has money to do independent testing. Maybe he pulled out getting third party tested. He was pulled out of a press conference before getting third party tested. Like,
yeah, because you never know.
You said hanging about
could be hanging about outside the fucking press conference, like waiting on him.
Someone was like, "Yeah, boys, head down to the arena and check out if there's any of them there with any syringes or that, and want to test me before I get up onto this stage." Like, fuck that.
Boy,
I think McGregor's been out of action. Yeah. I think McGregor's been out of action for so long because he was getting clean. I don't even think he's trying to hide it, really. That's why he always refers to in-competition performance-enhancing drugs as the thing he's got a problem with. Because when he was out with his leg break, he was taking all the steroids to get that shit healed.
He'll probably piss hot after the fight if they test him after the fight. You know what I mean? But
if they're going to keep testing recreationally, he's never going to pass a test.
His physique right now, he's not looking as big as what he was. You know what I mean? So he's definitely not on anything right now.
Yeah, even his fucking like sort of puffy faces went down and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't think he'll ever be off cocaine for long enough to pass a test again in his life.
Nah, but recreational drugs, they let them get away with fucking all sorts in the UFC anyway. They're not too asked about recreational drugs.
Yeah.
And no, Rosie, I'm not backing Fury. I'm not backing Fury.
Rosie,
don't start. Big up yourself. Don't big up yourself.
Shit.
You know what I mean? Don't start your shit.
Yeah, fucking amazing. Right, boys, before we crack on with this, let's just bring up the one thing that somebody messaged me a second ago. So, breaking news, people. You heard it here first.
Is this real?
Is this real? Has anybody else seen it? So Joe Rogan just shared this on his Instagram a little bit more than 7 minutes ago than the screenshot suggests there. Poirier versus Max Holloway at UFC 306. So that would mean that card has got O'Malley versus Merab, which is unconfirmed but possible. Grasso versus Shevchenko, and then Poirier versus Holloway.
It's a good timeline. It's a good timeline.
Fucking insane.
Yeah, man. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at a card like you see the card you just described right there. I am not mad at that, man. I'm saying sign me up, take my money. Let's fucking go. That's a good card, and I'm happy. I'm happy that the BMF is not part of this because, as we can see in Holloway's image there, it's not really carrying the BMF belt. So for me, this is the perfect fight for Superior to come back as his first defense. And yeah, I like the fight. I liked it without the BMF. I didn't want the BMF to be involved in it. And the whole him calling out Conor McGregor and all of that shit. Like, bro, defending your fucking weight class. Sort that out first before you start looking for the big money fight, bro. You know what I mean? So
100%.
Yeah.
And as Osterberry says there, Holloway dog walks in, best is blessed. I honestly think this is Max Holloway's way back to being the champion without having to fight Volk again. This is fucking incredible.
And I think elsewhere in that card, like Dana was on the Andrew Schultz podcast the other day, and he said every notable ranked Mexican you know will be on that card. So looking at the rest of the main card, you're thinking Brandon Moreno, Yair Rodriguez, like that card could end up rivaling sort of.
Depends with Brandon Moreno though, doesn't it? Because he said he's going to sit out for a bit. So how long is he?
Yeah, I suppose, yeah.
Right, that's the only thing on that one.
Yeah, for real. But yeah, I like that card. The one other bit on that one there though, like the Sean O'Malley fight that you just talked about with Merab, that card, that one there, that bout there is been hanging around too long for me. You know what I mean? Like get that shit sorted already. Get that sorted already, but you know what I mean? That fight needs to happen ASAP, in my opinion. And before we get onto the prediction show with 12 minutes in, salute to everybody as you're rolling in. Make sure that you are hitting the like button. Make sure you're subscribing to the Rambling That podcast, to Cage Scribe, all on YouTube. And if you're watching on other platforms, make sure you're coming down to our YouTube and staying there, get engaging in the comments. And big up to everybody that's in the comment section right now. Salute to you, Rosie, Osterberry, Aussie Fight Fan, Leroy is a dickhead.
Yes,
yeah, man.
Fuck Leroy.
Yeah,
everybody in the chat,
Fuck
give me
Leroy.
a fuck Leroy. Robbie, if
Yeah,
you're
man.
sitting in this chat, don't be a bitch, bro. Get it in there. Fuck Leroy. Put it in.
And finally, before we get onto the card, our boy Terrence, the Black Panther, Big Balls Balelo, Triple B. He said, "Don't be silly, jump the gilly," and got it done in the first round. McDane, how proud was you, brother?
Oh, buzzing, mate. Absolutely fucking buzzing. Yeah, I mean, interim champ in the fucking house, especially after taking that headbutt off the man as well. Like, bro, like get in there and absolutely fucking destroy him. Jump that gilly in the first round, and that's all she wrote, mate. Like, excellent.
I mean, it was yesterday was crazy because I shouted Jordan yesterday. I said, "Fuck it hell, this bet that you fucking showed, this betting app that you showed me on, because I was going to put on a few fights on a sleep. I put Aka together. I hit Jordan up. I like, yeah, can you fucking go on your fucking betting app, put $20 on there for me before this fucking fight starts? Give him the fucking sleep. The sleep was looking good as well. Jordan messaging me back, bruh. They tried to take that money, you know. Yeah, they took the money, they will give it back, and this shit's in the fucking queue. Like, bro, time's ticking, bro. Like, you know what I mean? We need to
You
get
owe
this
20 quid. Is that what I'm hearing?
bro. No, you know what? I'll let Jordan tell the story. I'll let Jordan tell the story, man. Tell the story, Jordan.
Yeah, so it was like messaged me basically saying he couldn't get into his Betway account. Like, they wouldn't let him bet anymore. So he's like, "Can you put on a ACA for me?" I'm like, "Yeah, no bother." So he sends me over PayPal, and I send the money directly from that PayPal to Betway. And then it declines the deposit. And I'm like, all right. So I go back to PayPal, and the money's still gone. So the money's gone from PayPal, yet not in the betting account. So I get on a live chat support and I'm number 32 in the queue. Mate, 3.5 hours later, I'm still sitting in that fucking queue. I get through to them and it cuts off. So at that point, I just sent all the 20 quid back, fucking mumbled to my phone a bit and then gave up. So yeah, I don't know, I'm going to fuck it. I don't know what to do at this point. I guess they won.
Bro, and back then, in my little evil petty mind, do you know what was going on in my mind there? When you said it, he ain't got his money back. I just had to send him back the 20 pounds. I was thinking, fucking Corey Anderson, you motherfucker.
Yeah, man, this man just pocketed the change and sent you 20 notes.
I was thinking that's for Corey Anderson, motherfucker.
I forgot about that.
Oh, I
You
did
forget
it.
about that.
Oh, I did it.
He's still bringing it up week to week. Like, he still brings it up week to
Every
week.
time I get a chance, I bring that fucker up, man. You know what I mean? Oh, I didn't forget, bro. So when that happened yesterday, I said, boy, they ain't giving me back my money. I've just had to send you this back. I was thinking, boy, you know what? My bet's winning. I can't fucking put the thing on. But it was bittersweet because I'm thinking, oh, they're holding that 20 pound away from Jordan. That's for Corey Anderson, motherfucker.
Listen, I wish it did go to fucking Corey Anderson. It didn't. It went to fucking Gibraltar somewhere. I've just
Oh,
bought
shit.
fucking Betway's office's latest donut round.
But yeah, that's what I was saying, man. Like, boy, we keep saying, man, we sit here, like, boy, petty as fuck. They're like, boy, I remember that shit. I remember that shit, bro. You know what I mean? That
Just
shit.
for that, I'm going to start taking the Ola approach to the show. I'm going to try and get you in some bad bets. You're genuinely the worst in the world for it. I'll give you even money on Dustin Poirier getting a guillotine in the second round. Odds on Betway 50 to 1. Odds with Ola, even money at best.
Did you see the fucking WhatsApp message that I fucking threw in the chat the other day? You saw that, man.
Yeah.
How I drew that motherfucker and I threw an extra line so far out and he caught it. Reeled him in like, yeah. 20 pound if Dustin pulls the gilly, yeah. All right, no jeopardy on your hand.
You can take the man out of Nigeria.
You can't take you're out of the man.
It took a hook, line, and sinker, man. So, boy, that's how it goes. Anyway, let's get on with this fucking prediction show, man. Boom. The first one on the docket. Hit it, McDane.
Let's go.
Yeah, we got Pujatoma versus Ryan Amanda. Ryan Amanda coming in with a record of 14-7. Puja with a record of 8-4. Puja is fighting out of India, and Amanda is fighting out of Brazil. What are the live odds right now for us, please, Jordan?
Yeah, Amanda's 1-9 favorite. Tamar 12-5.
Oh, still the same odds as we got on the
I need
screen.
to double check that actually. Yeah, something doesn't seem right about those odds.
That is pretty heavy.
Fucking
yeah, she just coming off the regional scene, and she was like an atomweight champ or something like.
Yeah, I get that, but just the odds don't add up. Let me try that again. The name's under something different on Bet365, so it's Rayan dos Santos.
Dos Santos,
3-10 with Tamar at 5-2.
So that's the live odds right now, people. 3-10 for Amanda. And Puja is 92? 5-2.
So your shit out, son. Yeah, I mean, look at the shit that you're putting these boys through.
Leroy's just fucking making things up at this point, ain't he?
I know, yeah.
What's that? Leroy is a dickhead. Hey, people, make sure you're making that jingle bang, man. You know what I mean? One thing I didn't even know this brother could do was play fucking ukulele, man. That shit was fucking hilarious the other day.
Right.
Fucking funny. That was a wicked moment.
A little bit of banjo if you give me the time, like, but
yo. And Leroy was
play with banjo, to be honest.
He was absolutely fucking loving it. He was fucking soaking it and lapping it up.
Right, he was.
Yeah, big up yourself. So McDane, let's come to you first. Who are you going with on this one?
I'm going to go with the favorite on this one. As I said a second ago, we've got Tamar's making a debut. You know what I mean? Coming from a I think it's the first female Indian fighter, actually, to be fair. So hats off to her on that one. Just lack of experience, really, coming in from the regional scene, and it's your first fighter in the UFC. She's got some wicked leg kicks. I did go back and have a little look at some tape where she's very heavy on the kicks. But when it comes to striking with her hands, there's not really that much there. And I don't know how well she'll do in the grappling. So I can't bring myself to back her in this one. I've got to get that 1 point, bro. 1 point behind, and I ain't dropping nothing on this one. So yeah, going with a favorite on this one.
Okay. Jordan? I have a feeling this is going to be a full house.
Yeah, favorite here as well. I just think we've seen a bunch of decent atom weights come over and just not have much success in the UFC. People like Jillian DeCourcy, who's done really well atom weight for Invicta, but just they always seemed a little bit outsized in the UFC, and I think that's going to be the case again. So yeah, going to take the favorite to win this one fairly handily.
Yeah, didn't Pooja used to fight in one? I think she used to fight in one FC.
One, yep.
Yeah. But for me, yeah, like Amanda, she for me, she has the ability to control the fight, and I said this isn't even fucking crystal ball shit. This is going to decision, and yeah, I can see Amanda taking maybe, just maybe, depending on how the fight goes, maybe Amanda might pull out a fucking ground and pound TKO, but I don't see it. I think this is gonna go decision. But yeah, it's just one of them fights. It's a Louisville fight card. We might get some spectacular finishes since the last fucking pay-per-view fucking bored us to death. And Islam has to come and fucking save the day. You know what I mean? And get double bonus. But we move on. Team Kabiba, yeah, let's drop that in. All right, let's get on to the next card.
Boom.
Okay, we got Taylor Lapilus fighting Cody Stamann. Cody Stamann coming in with a record of 21-6. Taylor Lapilus coming in with a record of 19-4. Lapilus fighting out of France, and Cody Stamann fighting out of the USA. This is happening in the bantamweight division, people. Jordan, what are the live odds on this one?
Yeah, Lapilus at 4-11 still, with Stamann at 9-4.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna let me go first on this one. I am going to go with Taylor Lapilus. Lapilus, I know he's coming off a loss, but when you look at all the fights that that he's been involved in up until the loss, he's been fairly good, and he lost to one of your boys, Jordan. Because I know you rate the Bashrat brothers. You know what I mean? He lost to Farid, and it's no shame losing to one of them motherfuckers. So I think Lapilus is gonna bounce back in on this one, and I think Cody Stamann is probably the right kind of opponent for him. He is like the Randy Brown of bantamweight. Okay, any man that's trying to take him down, I think he's gonna have a hard work. Like I said about Randy Brown, he uses the cage to try and protect himself a lot from, especially takedown artists and grapplers that just want to drag him into deep waters. So Lapilus knows how to control that, how to deal with that, and yeah, I think he's gonna get this one done. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Lapilus. Jordan?
Yeah, I'm the favourite as well here. I think physically he's a bit more imposing, and his first fight against Loughran, I think a lot of people expected Loughran to come in and win that one. Lapilus managed to shut him down. Obviously, the Basharat brothers are great technical fighters, so he was always going to struggle against them. But yeah, I think this is a winnable fight from Stamann's only really had big wins over guys like Eddie Wineland, who was on the way out. So yeah, going to take Lapilus for he's the fresher fighter here with more to prove.
Yeah, man. Magdalene?
Full house again on this one, boys. Like you say, he's got a 20 centimeter reach on this man. You know what I mean? Like Cody Stamann in his last fight pushed forward. He was quite aggressive in his last fight. It didn't really work out for him that well, and I think he's going to have to do the same in this one too. Like I think he was really going to have to push. And like you say, losing against the Basharat, one of the Basharat bros isn't a bad thing to be doing. You know what I mean? Like given, like Jord said, the fucking skills that they've got, and like you said as well, up against the cage, we've seen it in the Loughran fight too. Like he's going to stuff takedowns left, right, and center. It doesn't matter how much Stamann's going to push forward and try and threaten anything. Up against the cage, he's just going to be the bigger, stronger man, and his takedown defense is going to be there too. So I think he's just going to work away and just chip. It's going to be a decision. I don't see him knocking him out. I don't see him submission or anything. Probably be a 3-round boring decision victory, but he'll get it.
Oh. Okay. Let's get to the next one. This one here, I'm actually looking forward to. This one here. We got Dennis Gomes versus Eduardo Mora. This is happening in the strawweight division, people. Mora coming in with a record of 10-0, and Dennis Gomes coming with a record of 8-3. Gomes fighting out. Oh, they're both fighting out of Brazil. And Mora's 30, Gomes is 24. What are the live odds on this one, please, Jordan?
Yeah, Mora's still 10-17 with Gomez at 7-5.
Okay. Magden, do you want to go first on this?
Yeah, unless Jord does. Fuck
Either
it, I
way.
can rock with it. Yeah, so I'm going to be going with Mora on this one. She's massive, to say the least. I mean, she's a big fucking chick, and I think she missed weight in one of the last fights too, but by about 3 pounds or something. But I think coming into this one, when you look at Denise Gomez in the last fight, she kind of got handled a little bit in the grappling when it came even up against Angela Hill. Angela Hill is a small woman, like, I mean, she's a bit of a gatekeeper at times too, and she's good at going the distance and outpointing people. But I just I don't think that she'll be able to do anything against Mora at all. I think she's just going to get handled by the weight and the striking. I think that extra little bit of power as well will see her through. So, yeah, I think it's a favourite as well on that one.
Yeah.
Want me to go?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm taking my first underdog of the night here with Gomez. I think I was at UFC 290 when she got that 20-second knockout. And you don't see many sort of females hit like that. I get Mora's quite big. But the experience even in that Angela Hill fight and what she's going to have corrected from that, if she can manage to sort of keep that power into later rounds, I think she's going to have a big advantage come the start of the third round. So possibly a third round knockout here I'm going for. Bit hopeful, but
yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I got the same logic. I've gone with the same logic. I picked Dennis Gomes as well. She's gonna be my first underdog of the night. For similar reasons. I just think she got that knockout power. I don't think to apply the grappling of Angela Hill to Mora, I don't think they kind of like, because Angela Hill has got extensive like experience in high level fights. She's for some of the best fighters in the division. So to handle Dennis Gomes like that, I think all right, Angela Hill can pull that off based on the experience she's got. But with Mora, I don't know if she's got the experience to take Gomes into deep waters like that. Especially, all right, maybe you might take her down in the first round, but it don't necessarily translate that she can do it in the second or the third, like Angela Hill could do it. So, and it's the power that she carries. She she moving like Andrade sometimes. Like she got that power, and she got the power to shut anybody's lights out in that division. Like if she catches them flush. So I'm good. It's not too much of she's a live dog as far as I'm looking at the best betting odds as well. So it's not like a whitewash, you know what I mean? She's a live dog in that fight. And and that's them watching the risk of what Gomes is gonna come with. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Gomes on this one. She's gonna be my first underdog.
There's my first point back.
Okay.
What's happening, Robbie?
hitting on a funkin' ass Gabby Garcia.
Right, Robbie, hit us with a fuck Leroy, bro, now that you're here.
Big up yourself, Robbie. Salute to you. Let's go on to the next card.
For anyone wondering, his name's backwards because he's from Australia.
It's
the right way round over there.
Because he's fucking backwards.
Exactly.
Okay, we got Daniel Marcos versus John Castaneda. Just Castaneda coming with the record of 21-6. Daniel Marcos with the record of 15-0. Castaneda fighting out of the USA and Marcos fighting out of Peru. This fight is happening in the bantamweight division. What are the live odds for the people then, please, Jordan?
Yeah, odds are still the same. Marcos slight favourite at 4-5 with John Castaneda even money.
Okay. Do you want to start us off with this one, Jordan?
Yeah, sure. I'm going with Daniel Marcos. I think I'm pretty much sold on his striking at this point. I think his last fight with David Grant was a close one, but he's got some nasty ass leg kicks. I think that's one of the things I most sort of like about his striking style. Castaneda, on the other hand, good but unexceptional. And I feel like Daniel Marcos is ceiling slightly higher despite him being 31.
Yeah. Magden?
I've got a feeling this is going to be a full house. I'm the same. I'm going with Marcos on this one as well. He's looked great. I really enjoyed watching him fight in his last few fights as well. The one against David Grant was I thought David Grant took it, but it was very, very close. It was a split decision, but I did think it went the wrong way. But yeah, he's looked great. His striking's there, and I just don't think any kind of wrestling from Castaneda is going to worry him too much going into it. I think he's just going to outpoint him towards a decision victory in this one.
Yeah, you was right when you said this was going to be a full house. I am going with Marcos as well. You know, for me, still getting a win over David Grant. It's not easy, especially when it goes to split decision, because most of these fights that goes to split decision, either the judge fucked it up, or the two left everything in the fucking cage. Like,
and that was in the UK as well, so there wasn't even like home advantage given to David Grant or nothing. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
If that was a Mexican fighter in Mexico, the Mexican was winning. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, it's mad. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Marcos on this one as well. Let's go on to the next one.
Cool beans. Boom.
Okay.
Oh, shit, wrong one. Sorry, boys.
Yeah, man. Cool. We got before I carry on with this one, big up everybody that's watching us live on all platforms. If you're watching on Twitter, please make sure you jump in over to YouTube. Come over to YouTube, people. Come and show some love. Join the chat, people, and engage with us. Make sure you're hitting the subscribe button as you join in, and make sure you jump in onto the Rambling That podcast and Cage Scribe as well, and show some love over there as well. Hit the subscribe button. We got Andrea Lee versus Montana De La Rosa. This is happening in the flatweight division, 125. Andrea Lee coming in with a record of 13-9. Montana De La Rosa coming in with a record of 12-9, 1 no contest. For both fighting out of the USA. What are the live odds on this one, please, Jordan?
Yeah, still the same. Andrea Lee at 5-8, favourite with De La Rosa at 13-10.
I mean, these two are coming off of massive skill losses, man. You know what I mean? I don't even know if there's any kind of logic. I just know one of these two need a win. Somebody's gonna win.
This is a loser leaves town match, essentially.
You took the words right out of my mouth on this one. Like, none of us give the picks, but they're both pretty poor, and they both need a win, and it's who's gonna get it kind of fight.
Who's gonna get it?
Someone has to leave UFC after this fight.
You know what I mean? It's just one of those
papers after this one anyway, and they're getting sent on the fucking merry way. Like,
it's one of those. And for that reason, I've gone with De La Rosa. That's going to be my second dog because it's a pick and fight. It's really like that. So I'm just gambling on this one. I'm going with De La Rosa for my second dog of the night. What about you, Magden?
Yeah, I'm. Who did you go with there? Sorry, totally fucking messed
Don't
up.
worry about who I went with. Who are you going with?
I'm going with Lee, mate. I'm going with Lee. Like you say, it's a fucking toss up in the air which one's gonna get it. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Lee on this one. Fuck, I'm not even giving any fucking in-depth explanation. Like they're both just as garbage as each other. Like,
there's my 1 point back.
Yeah, there's your 1 point back. They're both on the slide. Like, and I think Lee's got the slight advantage in it. Yeah, I mean, but yeah, I'm gonna go with Lee.
Okay, Cage Scribe.
Yeah, I think it's usually at this point of the card I fall asleep. But I think I'm going to go with Angela Lee because she's been slightly more competitive in her losses. Whereas I think De La Rosa has to be fighting an exceptionally bad fighter to get a win. I think Andrea Lee tends to give a good account of herself without ever finding that sort of extra gear in order to push on and get the win. But she should be good enough to see off De La Rosa, I think.
Are De La Rosa's losses really that bad? I mean, I'm looking at it. Tatiana Suarez, like that's like you ain't beating her. Fucking JJ Aldrich, Macy Barber, these are good fighters, and she's taking her to decision. You know, all right.
Got KO'd, got submitted.
Yeah. No.
Come on, bro.
No,
Tell the truth.
no. She's only lost in the last 3 fights. She's only lost by decision to Tatiana Suarez, submission to Tatiana Suarez. She took Macy Barber to decision, and she took Aldrich to decision. So she lost on decision there. It's anybody. It's really a toss up here, and I don't even want to give this any more time, man.
You have to feel quite bad that she went away to try grappling for a bout and lost there as well.
You know what I mean?
She's a 2-sport losing athlete now, so
it's just one of,
look out for her.
Okay.
Bare knuckle boxing soon.
It seems to be the way forward, isn't it? You know what I mean? Burial ground for.
I'm sure there's a YouTuber out there that beat her up somewhere.
You never know. She might turn up in one
Pure
of them
Page
Jake
Van
Paul
Zandt,
boxing. She might turn up in one of them Jake Paul fucking boxing undercard, bro. You know what I mean? They're paying good money over there. Okay. We got Brad Katona versus Jesse Butler. Jesse Butler coming in with a record of 12-5. Brad Katona coming in with a record of 13-3. These two are the same age. Katona fighting out of Canada, and Butler fighting out of the USA. What are the live odds on this one, please, Jordan?
Yeah, Brad Katona's at 1-7, with Jesse Butler at 5-1.
Okay. You know what? Let's start with McDane. I choose first the last one.
You sound. I'm going with Brad Katona in this one. Obviously, he lost in Canada. Unfortunately, he had that like crazy fight with Gibson as well. I think that was obviously coming away from the Dana White contender series. That was tough. Sorry, not contender series. And I think he's going to come back and he's going to get it done in this one. I think he fucking kind of needs to redeem himself after losing to Anfield. Jesse Butler is just one of those guys that's never looked like great. He got beat by fucking Jim Miller by KO in like the first round of his debut. What I do want to do though, just before we move on, is give a quick shout out to anybody that's watching on Twitter. You might know the man, Sean MMA9. You cannot tell me from when that guy puts up a fucking picture that he does not look like Jesse Butler. I'm just going to say it right now.
I know you're talking about.
Absolute fucking doppelganger. So shout out to my bro Sean. Or should I say Butler?
So, funny story, Jesse Butler actually follows me on Twitter. A week before his UFC debut, I'd messaged him wanting to interview him. I'd been looking into like regional champions and stuff like that. I was trying to get ahead of the curve. And my laptop broke the day I was meant to interview him. And a week later, he was signed to the UFC. So, yeah. Blew that one, but to be fair to him, he did get knocked out by Jim Miller, but that he's now fighting at bantamweight, so that's like 20 pounds lower than where he fought Jim Miller. Before he signed to the UFC, he was a featherweight, but even then he seemed small and it didn't really fill out. So I don't know. This could go either way. He's not fighting an exceptionally strong opponent, so. I don't know. I think the odds might be a bit skewed. And Brad Katona is someone who finds a way to win most of the time.
It was the cut
so
that
obviously
kind of went me as well, but
yeah, I think he's won the Ultimate Fighter twice now. Like he knows how to deal with pressure and stuff like that. So the safe bet is for him to win this by decision. But I wouldn't count Jesse Butler out as far as if you want to have a bet. Like at 5-1, that's a really good price.
So since it follows you and you try to get that interview,
I was going to say, so you've got.
That's why you're picking him, yeah.
Yeah. So,
Well, that's not what I said. I said he's got a chance.
I said, wait. Oh, you're the master of this, bro. On his betting slip, he's going to be picking him, but on his points on the show, he fucking ain't.
Oh, give it up.
Yeah.
Leave it off, man. Leave it off, bro.
Did he tell you about that shameless fucking slip he put up at the weekend, George?
Oh yeah.
Was it 302? It was, wasn't it? Yeah.
That's
So
yeah.
Who did he pick in the co-main event?
I think Kevin Hart.
Who did he pick? Who did he pick in the co-main event?
Bro,
You've lost me. Was it?
He picked Paulo Costa.
Oh fuck! Yeah. Sorry, I was forgetting my
Betting
rule.
slip.
Strickland.
Strickland. Who else was it? There was somebody else too. There was two of them on that he fucking backs in this. And then
yeah, it was the other one. Oh, I can't remember what the other one was, but yeah, you're right. No, Kevin Holland. It was a Kevin Holland fight as well. And
Anyone who's watching the show, don't communicate with Ola, because if you do, you get like 3 emails a week. Like, I have an interesting proposition for you regarding the Paulo Costa fight.
Shots fired.
You have to mark him as spam and move on with your day.
Moving on. Hey, listen, look at you, lot. You don't woke up fucking Rosie there, man. Talking about Fury again. Fucking hell, man.
Yeah.
You lot don't woke up Rosie. No, I'm going with Brad Katona here, man. I think for me, Brad Katona, the experience is there. Being UFC, went to Brave, came back a champion, went on top, really did exceptionally well on both teams up until the final. He pretty much won, he won every fight during the series. And it's like you said, is a fighter that's used to big pressure. So and we know his coach as well in John Kavanagh. He's got some really, really good students that don't only fight in the UFC, but across some of the top promotions that we know in Bellator and PFL. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Brad Katona here. Again, by decision. It don't finish a lot of people, so but it does work. One thing Katona is gonna try and do is outwork you every single fucking round. He's gonna try and do that, and we know he's got the capacity to go 5 rounds as well if he needs it. This ain't even 5 rounds. So
here's another interesting fact that I just found out right this second. Brad Katona has lost 3 times. The only 3 times he's lost has been in Canada.
It's like the Derek Lewis of Canada.
Crazy.
Yep. He's never lost outside of Canada. He's fighting in America this weekend. Canada. Should be a safe bet, right?
So that's why Cage Scribe is just picking Jesse Butler. He's giving all the reasons to pick Jesse Butler.
No. Can I get even money on Brad Katona?
These points are important to you, yeah?
Yeah. Important. I've got fucking Betfair to pay. I've got me on a rolling subscription now.
Yeah, he's fucked.
All right, let's go to the next card, man. Let's go to the next card. Charles Radke versus Carlos Prates. Carlos Prates coming with a record of 18-6. Radke coming with a record of 9-3. This Radke fighting out of the USA, and we got Carlos fighting out of Brazil. This is happening in the welterweight division. What are the live odds, please, Jordan? If it's still the same.
Yeah, Prates 49 favorite with Radke 15-8.
Okay. Who went first the last time? Jordan. You going first this time? Yeah. So it's Jordan.
Have you been first this show?
Will's
not been here to call you.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
I'm rotating the screen, bro.
I'm taking the Brazilian to win by knockout. I think Radke's been good, better than expected. I think Gilbert Urbina is a decent fighter and they managed to get past him. But Prates seems like the real deal. One of those one-hit knockout artists. So
yeah,
that's what I'm expecting.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Prates as well. I think the thing with him is his knockout ability. That's the one, and Radke is susceptible to you know what I mean, to getting chinned out there. So I think this brother packs a lot of power as well. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Prates, man. I think he gets this done. Maybe KO in second round. Magdane?
Full house on this one. Yeah, I mean, imagine going the distance with Blood Diamond, and then obviously, like I say, Urbina was a fucking a decent fight there for him too, and he got the win in that one. But Prates is just fucking slapping dudes, man. Like so. Yeah, I think a full house on a KO, and I can probably see it happening in the first round. To be honest with you, just going to come out fast and get it done.
Okay. Let's get on to the next one. The next one on the docket, we got Thiago Moises versus Ludovic Klein. Ludovic Klein in a record with 21-4, 1-0 contest. We got Thiago Moises with a record of 18-7. Moises fighting out of Brazil and Ludovic Klein fighting out of Slovakia. This is happening in the lightweight division. People, I think this is going to be one of the fucking craziest fight on the card. This is a banger. This is a banger. Make sure you guys keep an eye on this. Yeah, let me go first on this one. Ludovic Klein.
Give the odds?
Oh yeah, please. What are the live odds, Jordan?
Klein slight favourite at 45 with Moises at even money.
Wow. Yeah, I was gonna go with Ludovic Klein anyways. Ludovic Klein, I think gets this one done. It's closer than it looks. It's closer than it looks. Moises is a good dog, but sometimes you don't know what Moises you're gonna get. You know what I mean? You just don't know what Moises you're gonna get. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Ludovic Klein on this one. Magdane?
I'm going to be taking the underdog on this one, and it might even be my underdog of the week. Who knows? Yeah, I mean, like I say, it's going to be an absolute fucking banger. Both men can punch. Both men can knock anybody out like easily. Ludovic Klein's looked fantastic as well. I did kind of sit on the fence and go back and forward on this one a little bit, but I think when you actually go back and look at it, I think Moises has come up against some of the better opponents, and I'm waiting for him to be able to take this one and get it done.
Okay, Jordan.
Quick update. Someone's just put a bet on Ludovic Klein as he's moved into 8-11 with Moises out to 11-10. But just as we were speaking there. So with that being said, I'm on Moises as well. I think I might take him for dog of the week.
You can't fucking I already had it.
I am taking Moises though. I think he's got more ways to finish the fight. Ludovic Klein's very much a grinder. But
I'm not talking about George's favourite app.
I don't know anything about your favourite apps, but moving on.
Okay,
Moises, yeah. I think he's just got more ways to finish the fight. If it goes to decisions, a good chance Klein takes it, but Moises by finish.
Okay.
Where you going, Klein?
Yeah,
he wasn't
don't
inclined
skip over that one.
Allow it, Rosie, but allow it, but fuck it out. Like I pick Klein.
You literally,
I was like, way earlier on in the day.
See, Klein's favourite went, oh, just as well. I was going to pick him.
Well, I pick Klein way early in the day, man. You know what I mean? Like Leroy had my
Leroy can confirm.
Yeah, man. Okay, let's go on to the next one.
I want to know what Will's picking. I want to see what the shit he's got in there.
Yeah.
Come on, Leroy.
Fucking interested in it. Okay. We got Soriano versus Miguel Baeza. Soriano coming with a record of 9-4. Baeza with a record of 10-3. Very similar records. Both fighting out of the USA. And this fight is happening in the welterweight division. What are the live odds on this one, please, Jordan?
Yeah, Baeza still 1-2 favourite with Soriano at 17-10.
Okay. Magdane?
I thought you would go first in this one.
No, I already did. I went with Klein, didn't I?
Oh, yeah.
I went with Klein first.
Yeah, slid in there, didn't you? Slid in there on that one. Yeah, I'm going to be back in Soriano in this one. I think he's got a fucking chin. And I think he will take it in the later rounds. I think if anything, Bears will probably try and get it done early, But I think Soriano's chin will be able to hold out, and he'll be able to push it through in the second or third round.
Okay. Jordan?
Yeah, I'm in the favourite here, but it really is. I think it's closer to a 50-50 fight than the odds would suggest. Soriano, a problem with him is I've took him as an underdog quite a few times, but when it comes down to it, he's basically just a long 1-2. You know what I mean? He's just trying straight shots down the middle. He doesn't really vary up his attack much. It's just inside leg kicks and then 1-2s. I feel like if Baeza can sort of time him, he's got more variety of shots. He's had like hooks and stuff like that, his knockouts as well. But it really is a 50-50 fight here. And I think it's a fair point that Soriano's chin might actually be better. It's just I think he's a less diverse striker.
I think Baeza as well, just in that first round, he kind of starts wilting a little bit in the later rounds. You know what I mean? I think his gas tank just kind of starts giving up on him a little bit.
Yeah, I've seen Soriano like that as well. But for me, I'm gonna go with Miguel Baeza. I think Baeza, like you said, again, it's more of the reach as well. You know what I mean? And Soriano, unless he's fighting in the pocket and really making it dirty, if you like, it doesn't really get the fight go his way. You know what I mean? So if Miguel can manage that distance and just keep jabbing away, racking up them points. And I know you're saying his jaws might hold up, but then what's that saying to the judges? He's still taking the shots. So if Baeza must be finding the shots for his jaw to hold on in the first place. That's how I'm looking at it. And the judges at the end of the day, they're going to be looking at that. So you know what I was thinking Baeza second round knockout. And I know you say it's Chima hold up, but I think Baeza gets this done by finish.
Could happen,
yeah.
like
KO.
it's 50-50.
Yeah.
I needed a dog, I went with it.
yeah. He's a good dog. He's a live dog. He's a live
Yeah,
dog. On even money, you can't go wrong with that. All right, let's get on to the next one. Julian Marquez versus Zach Reese. Zach Reese coming in with a record of 6-1. Marquez coming in with a record of 9-4. Both fighting out of the USA, and this is happening in the middleweight division. Do you have the live odds for us, please, Jordan?
Yeah, Marquez slight favourite at 8-11, with Zach Reese at 11-10.
Okay. Yeah, let's go to McDane on this one. Let's start with McDane.
1 second, let me just sort these fucking slides out. Yeah, I'm going with another dog on this one. I'm going to go with Reese. Obviously, in his debut, he came up against Brundage. I think we've still got a lot more to see from him. I think he's going to manage to get it. Not many people actually win the first fight in the UFC. You take a look at Marquez, and you know, I mean, the man's on a bit of a slump at the moment. He lost his last 2 fights, Rodriguez and Barriot. So yeah, another underdog pick for myself.
Okay.
And again, as I mentioned about the last fight, sorry, just Marquez's gas tank after the first round, like, it's just questionable.
And this is a pick and fight for me. Pick and fight, closer than it looks. Leroy, I do want to change my pick from Marquez.
Oh,
you know what? Actually, I'm gonna stick with Marquez.
Are you
I'm
sure?
gonna stick with Marquez. Yeah,
Last chance.
It's close. It's close. I'm gonna stick with Marquez. Look, they're both on skids. Marquez is on a 2-fight skid. He needs a win. He does need a win, and this is a winnable. This is a winnable
He
fight.
lost his debut fight, for fuck's sake. It's not.
This is no. I'm not. Well, yeah, but like I'm talking. I'm more talking to.
I don't think one counts.
I'm more talking to Marquez, because I think he needs a win. He's coming off a 2-fight loss.
You know
what
what?
I mean? He needs a win more than Reese does.
I'm not going to persuade you to earn a point. I'm just.
Well, I'm persuading myself to stay with Julian Marquez.
Yeah.
Right? I'm going to stay with Julian Marquez, man, before you talk me out of it. Jordan.
You know what? I think I might have just talked myself out of Julian Marquez as well. I'm not gonna lie. Like skimming over the fights and looking at them, like, okay, Marquez has fought better competition, and Zach Reese just got took out by Cody Brundage, who's a 50-50 fighter at best. And then you look at the fact that Marquez last won a fight in like 2001, 2002, and hasn't really been active in the past couple of years. He's fighting a bigger, younger guy. Do you know what, Leroy? Make your fucking self useful. Change me over to Zach Reese for another underdog pick. Yeah, I can't. I just can't stick on Marquez.
So how many underdogs you on now?
Like 4.
Oh, shit. You're on 4. All right. You got plenty of
I
options.
could be making that up, but I don't know.
You got plenty of options for dog of the week. So that'll be interesting. That'll be interesting.
We ain't done yet.
Yeah, I know. Let's get onto the next one though.
Boom.
Okay, Bruno Pereira versus Dustin Stoltzfus. Stoltzfus coming in with a record of 15-5. Bruno Pereira coming in with a record of 11-1. Pereira fighting out of Brazil, and Dustin fighting out of the USA. This is happening in the 185 division. What are the live odds on this one, please, Jordan?
Yep, Pereira out 4-11, Stoltzfus at 9-4.
Okay. Yeah, let's stick with you, Jordan.
Yeah, I'm with the favourite in this one. I think Dustin's even been spoke about by his own teammates. Like, I think Sean Strickland was talking about how much a pussy he was at some point, and how like, he doesn't understand how guys like him are UFC fighters when they're not that good. Bruno, by contrast, has beaten some really good fighters like Robocop and stuff like that by knockout. Had one slight hiccup, but I think he's still someone that could be a contender at some point.
Yeah, that's how I'm looking at it as well. He gave my respect when he fucking put Robocop away, man. I thought, rascal, you know what? This guy just put me on fucking notice. Then obviously he had that loss there, but he's come back. He's come back and you know, put working with Phil Horse. So for me, yeah, he's gonna be a star. You can just see in the way that he operates in the octagon. Yeah, this one's definitely one to look forward to. If we still did performance of the night and that, I'll definitely be picking him. McDane, what are you saying on this one?
It's full house on this one, boys. Like you say, beating Rodriguez, knocking him out, and then obviously the Phil Hawes fight, lost against Ruzaboyov. But mate, you go and have a little look across Dustin, and he's been a bit of a win one, lose one, win one, lose one kind of career for him. I mean, he's plenty of experience under there, but I just don't think he's going to be able to get this one finished. I think Ferreira's on his way up, like you say. He's going to be a contender up there, and I think we're going to see a finish from Ferreira in this one.
Okay. Let's go on to the next one.
Boom.
Yeah, we got Raul Rosas Jr. versus Ricky Turcios. Ricky Turcios coming in with a record of 12-3. Raul Rosas Jr. coming in with a record of 8-1. Both fighting out of the USA, and this is happening in the bantamweight division. Jordan, do you have the live votes for us, please?
Yeah, Rosas Jr. still 2-5 favourite with Turcios at 2-1.
Okay, let's start with you, Jordan.
Yeah, you know my opinion on Raul Rosas Jr. I think he's been overhyped and stuff like that for a while. Sorry, 2 seconds. And I think that, yeah, Ricky Turcios is the ultimate fighter and far more experienced. I think he's going to get the win, so I'm going with underdog. I don't think Raul Rosas Jr. is anywhere near as good as everyone thinks he is.
On the contrary, I think he's that good. I think he just the style matchup he had, and let's not forget the serial weight mixer is who beat him it's really the only loss he's got on his record there. In C-Rod, we know what Christian Rodriguez does. You know what I mean? Comes in overweight and just ragdoll this bantamweights that actually fucking made weight. So for me, he's had his redemption and came back and got a win against Terrence Michel. So I think he's on the right path. If that fight happened, if that fight between both of them hadn't broken down at the time, I probably would have gone with Ricky. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Rosas Jr. When I saw him come back against Terrence Mitchell, I thought, yeah, you know what, he didn't look too bad, and he's taking some time out to develop that side of his game as well. So I think we're gonna see decent Raul Rosas Jr. this time. What about you, Magdalene?
Leroy, do you remember when I messaged you earlier and I said some of them might be subject to change, because this is one of the ones that I've been sitting on the fucking fence, right? So yeah, Raul Rosas Jr. when it comes to the wrestling can be a bit of an animal. His gas tank questionable. Is he as good as what people think he's going to be? Fucking don't know. Turquoise, whatever the fuck, however you say his name, his striking is far better than Raul Rosas Jr. Raul Rosas Jr. has barely even thrown his hands. He's got a jiu-jitsu background to him. I reckon he'll be able to stifle some of the takedowns that come from Raul Rosas, even though he will be a little bit more aggressive with them. I think he'll just keep shooting and keep shooting and keep shooting, because that's what he likes to try and do. I'm still fucking struggling with which one I'm going to go for in this one.
Come on, leave me an underdog, I'm on.
Nah, mate, I'm gonna join you. So, Leroy, go and get that one swapped up, bro. I was gonna go with Rosas Jr. Mate, I've crossed him out. I've changed it about 4 times today. It would be fucking slipped that as I've been going through it and just looking at shit. Even when they were gonna fight in Mexico, I also had the underdog. I had Ricky on that one too there. So fuck it, I'm gonna stick with my gut feeling from last time, and I'm gonna go with Ricky on this one.
Okay. You know, that's why I was saying, like, you know what? If it was the last fight there, I probably would have gone with Ricky. And now you lot thinking maybe I should just switch my shit to Ricky.
Nah, terrible idea.
I come and join you lot on the underdog side.
Nah.
Yeah?
No one needs that. No one needs that.
No. I'm gonna stick with Rosas Jr., man. I'm gonna stick with him, man. Yeah. Let's go on to the next one.
The one that Epstein didn't want.
Let's move on quickly before I change my mind. Let's get to Dustin Jacoby. Dustin Jacoby versus Dominic Reyes. Dominic Reyes coming with a record of 12-4. Jacoby coming with a record of 19-8. Both fighting out of the USA, and this is happening in the light heavyweight division. What do you have for us, please, Jordan?
Yeah, Dustin Jacoby still 4-9 favourite, with Reyes at 15-8.
This one here, I don't know how to take it, because Dominic Reyes, I liked him a lot when he came through, especially when he put that whooping on John Jones, man, you know, and John Jones miraculously still found a way to win that fight. But after that, he took an almighty knockout from Thiago. What's his name? Thiago Silva? No, Thiago Santos. That's it. I always get them I always get them mixed up. Got
PSG, UFC, whatever.
Got almighty bit down from him. Got a bit down from Jan Blachowicz. Like, everybody were just putting paws on this brother, and it looked like he had it in him to go as far as he did with John Jones. And I think he lost. I think he was fighting with the no. That's Thiago Santos that was fighting with ACL torn all the way to 5 rounds with John Jones. So, but with Dominic Reyes, there's a fight there. I just don't know if that confidence is still there to really do it. And in this division, you can't fuck around. And when people be testing his jaw the way they've been, and they've been successful with it, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm gonna go with Dustin Jacoby on this one, man. Yeah, I don't know for Dominic Reyes. You know what I mean? On the 4-fight skid as well. This could be the last fight for him, you know. Yeah. Sorry. I'm gonna go with Jacoby. Let's go with Jordan.
Yeah. I'm sort of in the same boat in that I think Dustin Jacoby's the better kickboxer here. I think whatever Dominic Reyes had died in that John Jones fight. I think every time he comes back, which is about once a year at this point, he seems to be 3 years older. I don't know how that's working out, but every time he gets in there, he's looking worse and worse. And I think Jacoby isn't someone who gets knockouts very often. He's more a sort of educated kickboxer who'll just sort of jab and kick away and pick up points. I think he might get the finish here. It just doesn't seem like Dominic's chin's holding up to anything. So yeah, probably the guy that says he was a better athlete than John Jones's last fight here in the UFC, if I was to guess.
Okay, Magdalene?
I'm with you as well on that one. Yeah, I mean, since he beat John Jones, he's just not been the same fucking dude since, has he? I mean, like, he's just been on slipping after slipping after slipping. He's had health issues and concerns constantly for the last couple of years, and he's just not looked that fucking fantastic going through it. And like we say, Jacoby has been on a little bit of a tear recently. Obviously beating Nchukwu, however you saying, and Zek Chukwu.
Kennedy.
yeah, Kennedy. We'll stick with Kennedy. And then obviously I took that loss against Manifield, but. Yeah, over 3 rounds, he's definitely going to get it done over Reyes.
Yeah, man. Yeah, look, I don't know how Reyes even fucking gets a win here, man. I mean, look, this is the 205 division. Obviously, anything can happen. You can land a good one, a flush one, and put Jacoby out. But I just don't see it. Especially like you said, Jordan, with activity as well. Like it's not really an active fight, really. So. Yeah, I just don't see where the win comes from for him, man. It's a shame because it looked like he had something, especially in that up until he fought John Jones. And to me, he beat John Jones. And the other one that I think beat John Jones and didn't get the decision was Thiago Santos. And another one that I thought should have fucking took the disqualification was Anthony Smith. He would have put a fucking loss on John Jones's record. Now we got Dana White over here talking about a man that's never lost a fight in the UFC. Like, bro, you know.
I mean, technically, Chael Sonnen beat him, broke his toe.
See, this is what I'm saying. What I'm saying.
There's Dana out there like John Jones, the greatest it's ever lived. We've just got him up to a fucking 19-10 record.
Don't forget about the times you got overturned because of PEDs and shit. You know what I mean? But
yeah, even that, you know, these stick was still suing right now, man. If he wanted to.
That time he lost with a police car bonnet as well when he headbutted it and was crying.
You know, but you guys,
I was in his life.
you did beat his wife though. That's confirmed.
You still got his gloves though. You still got, or do you want to give his gloves away? Do you want to give them away?
Bro. I was gonna sit there and crush whoever it is. Yeah, I mean, safe and sound.
He keeps him beside the bed. He keeps him beside the bed in case the missus pipes up.
Oh, do you have a kind of Stella next to you as well? The wife beater.
Channel is inner Johnny Bones.
Fuck. Mate, I'm telling you, see them UFC gloves. I don't know why some of these UFC fighters must have tiny hands because it's a fucking large glove, and I swear to fuck, I tried to put it on. I cannot get that fucking thing on my hand to save my life, and I'm like, and these motherfuckers wear wraps over the top of these too. Like, shit's tight as fuck, man.
I don't know how they do it, man. I don't know.
Most people try and throw punches in the McDamon's gone for a wank in his.
Well, they only sent me one.
You only need one. Don't try and fucking flatter yourself.
What else are you gonna do? That's what I mean. What else are you gonna do with
it? Slap yourself with another one. I don't know.
Let's go into the main event, man. Let's go into the main event, people. And big up everybody that's in the house. Salute to all of you that's watching right now. Big up yourself. Make sure you jump in over to YouTube, the Fight Week Show, the Rambling That podcast, and Cage Scribe. Make sure you jump in over to YouTube, people. Our link is in the description. If you're watching on playback, make sure you're hitting the like button as well. We got Jared Cannonier versus Nassourdine Imavov. This is happening in the 185 division middleweight. And Imavov coming in with the record of 13-4. We got Jared Cannonier coming in with a record of 17-6. Imavov fighting out of France. And we got Cannonier fighting out of the USA. What are the live odds for us, please, Jordan?
Yeah, Imavov slight favourite at 4-5 with Cannonier at even money.
Okay. Yeah, Magdin, let's come to you with this one.
Cool beanos. Let me just sort this out. So again, kind of went back and forward on this one. Not as much as I did with the other one, but I did go back and forth with this one a little bit. But I am going to be taking the underdog on Jared Cannonier. I was leaning to Imavov, but then I also kind of just looked back a little bit and thought about his fight against Roman Dolidze. And he outstruck him, yeah, but he didn't really fucking look super impressive. And I think obviously when you're coming up against someone like Cannonier who's got a little bit more power, can throw just as much volume and strikes, and I think Cannonier's gonna be able to get it done. I thought it was a bit mad that he was going to be the underdog in this one, to be honest with you, especially when you consider the ranking placement too. Like he's 4th and 7th or something like that. So yeah, underdog for me on this one.
Okay. Cage Scribe?
Yeah, I didn't think this one was that hard to pick either, other than waiting on Cannonier to finally hit that moment where his age catches up. I think he's by far the better fighter. I think Imavov even had moments of struggle against guys like Chris Curtis.
Yeah,
I feel like the first time, as soon as he fought Sean Strickland, there was a formula how to beat him. And I think Chris Curtis done quite well at implementing that as well. I think Jared Cannonier is by far better than anyone that he's beaten. And yeah, Imavov, I genuinely think he's unexceptional. Maybe a top 10, 15 fighter, but Cannonier is a top 5, top 3 fighter. I think the odds don't really reflect their careers, I guess. A strange one for me, but yeah, Jared Cannonier.
Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be a full house. It's gonna be my 3rd dog of the night. I'm going with Jared Cannonier on this one. I just think Imavov, yeah, even though he's racking up wins, they don't look convincing at the best of times. You know what I mean? Yeah, he had that loss in between, but he lost to the fighter that went on to be a champion. But with Jared Cannonier, he walks forward, looks good. The longer the fight goes, it looks better, and he can finish you. That's the most important part here. He can finish you, even though I think he's going to go to decision. I think Cannonier, if he catches him good, I think he can finish him. He's definitely got that power to do so. So again, he's a live dog, and that's been my pattern to pick in my underdogs tonight. I'm just going for live dogs, man, and yeah, and Cannonier is a live dog for me here. So
Leroy, can you let us know who Will's dog of the week was in chat?
Yeah.
Talking about dog of the week, do you want to go first, Jordan, or does Magdalene want to go first? Who want to go first?
On you go, mate. On you go.
Yeah, go on, Jordan.
Well, if it's the same as mine, I'm not going to fucking keep that, Leroy. Why would I? Let McDane and you go first. I'm going to have to find a new one. Will stole mine.
No. On you go.
Well, Will stole mine.
All right,
so
I'm gonna go first then.
Wait, what was same as yours? What was Will's?
Cannonier.
My dog of the week is De La Rosa. I'm going with De La Rosa for my dog of the week.
Did you even pick her to win?
Yeah, I picked her to
You
win.
had to think about it.
Yeah, I picked her to win.
It took you a second.
She's my second underdog.
Right. I don't know if I believe you or not, if I'm honest with you.
Yeah, she's my second underdog.
Leroy, confirm in the chat, please, mate. Confirm in the chat. Yeah, I'm just gonna have a quick little look. Diddly. Soriano, Reese, Ricky. Nah, I'm gonna stick with Moises. My dog of the week.
All right. Well,
thank you very much, Leroy.
That's going to leave me with Ricky Turcios, I guess.
You might as well.
So, Leroy, feel free to change that, and next time, don't be so shit at your job and tell me beforehand. Is there not a fucking song that you guys like to sing at him now or something?
Ola is sitting on 33% for 120 for 125 underdogs. Ooh, 33% chance of that coming in, or are you feeling comfortable with that?
Who knows? Who knows? I got a chance. There's 3 of us here. I got a third of the chance, so I got as good a chance as any of you guys for your underdogs to come in. That's how it's looking. So let's see. Let's see how the card plays out.
Leroy is a dickhead.
That's the one.
So, where's that
Likes to
fucking
suck on
ukulele?
Mom's vapes in the corner, mate. I'm not getting it.
Big up everybody that stayed with us tonight. Salute to all of you, man. We've come to the end of the show. Make sure you're checking us out on YouTube, on Twitter. Make sure you're following all our platforms on Instagram. And you're subscribing to Rambling That Podcast. You're subscribing to Cage Scribe, the Fight Week Show. Make sure you're showing all the love for the channels. We need your help, man. We need your help to help the watch hours for McDane, to help the watch hours for Cage Scribe. We need that support from you guys. You guys are the reason why we do this. I salute to all of you. McDane, you want to plug your thing real quick before we, and what you got coming up this weekend?
Rosie, Magic, any plans for this weekend? Yes, we do. I will be hosting a watch along tomorrow night for the main card, and I believe Leroy might be joining me. I'll ping Robbie a message in the chat and see if he wants to join too. I'll see if anybody else wants to join. Osterberries, if you want to fucking jump in, bro, you can jump in too. You've been on about doing it for quite a while, but yeah, watch along tomorrow night for the main card. Make sure you fucking turn up, people. Last one was an absolute banger, and if you can't, then enjoy the fights. Have a good night. But yeah, hope to see you there.
Yeah, man. Come show some love, people. Come show some love. Cage Scribe, what you got coming up?
Nothing, man. Just go and follow me on Twitter at Cage Scribe. I'll fucking tell you over there. I don't know what I've got on it, man.
See it there, people. All right, up onto the next video, people. Hasta la vista. We're out. Salute.
Peace.